how's it going? I was having a bit of a problem there with my internet. The internet is gone in our estate, I think, or it's in our house anyway, so it must be around anyway. Thankfully, I'm able to go live on my mobile phone and it doesn't affect this live stream. I'm really excited about today's call. I'm talking to two gorgeous humans and they're creating even the most beautiful products. I've been drooling over their website there this morning and obviously previously because I reached out to them, but what really made me pay attention to these guys and how I found them was from a fundraiser campaign that they launched for breast cancer awareness, the Pink campaign. I'm just on their Instagram there now, looking at their gorgeous images. You can give them a shout out and follow them, woodtownstudio.ie. You can follow them on Instagram. A beautiful feed, gorgeous photography, and I'm really excited to talk to them specifically about the fundraising bit around how do you even get that idea and make it something. And these girls have done a brilliant job. They've sold out. I've just seen on their website their product boxes have actually sold out, and they'll talk to us about that when they come in. But what I really loved about Rachel and Summer, who we're going to bring on in a second, I hope the two of them are there now, was their anchor. When you land on their Instagram and go onto their website, they're bringing the outside in. I love that. And anyone that works with me over in the Biscuit Factory, if you've done workshops or programs with me, we talk a lot about this, is that what are you actually doing with your business? What's the value you're bringing to people? You're not just selling candles, but these guys are bringing the outside in. I loved that. So smart, so simple. Simplicity rocks. So well done, Rachel and Summer. And I'm down to talk to ye about your business and about the fundraiser piece of that business. And I know Paula McGurty, I always stumble with her second name because I have a thing with names, but Paula, I know, worked with the girls as well on this, who we've talked to before on the show. But first, let's say hello to people coming in. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. Vivian's there, Peggy. Hey Denise French, how's it going? Oh, that's great. Peggy must be a friend of you guys. Peggy and Sid, lovely. Oh, hey Paula. Oh, hey Kim. There's a few of you guys in. Thanks so much for hopping into us today. So let's get the girls in and have an old jam and see where they are. And let's see. Now, I'm going to invite them in first. There, you got that invite there. And in your own time, you can just join the call. There they are. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Oh, it's lovely to see you. I've been drooling over your content, lads. I just, specifically the post that went up today, or maybe it was yesterday, of you guys swinging in a tree. I'm like, oh, I love them even more now. Having the crack in nature. How are you guys today?
Yeah, we're great. Really, really good. Thanks for having us on, Tara. This is fantastic.
And we've tried to do this, there's been so many obstacles in front of this chat. There's so many times I had to move, and I'm so sorry about that. Life happens, as we all know, with children, and it's just, yourselves. You guys are both mothers. I'd like to just to anchor you guys with the audience as well, and for people that are watching the replay, tell us what it is you do. I know you are bringing the outside in, which I love, by the way, but tell us a little bit about, I'm really interested in how you guys met and where this whole beeswax candle business began. Could you share that with us?
Where did we meet? Goes back to the kids.
The kids.
We both had kids in the same classes at the school, and just always hit it off, play dates and things like that. So obviously working together, with hindsight, we can see now, yeah, there was definitely something there to begin with, but this just a good working relationship. And both of us really wanted to do our own thing. I was at a stage of wanting to start my own business, and Rachel was looking for something, and it just kind of, it was the right place at the right time, and literally out in the garden there where it was just sitting
kicked
around
off,
and
having a picnic during the summer last year.
And
What are we going to do?
what are we going to do? I love, and isn't it lovely when you're with somebody else with the same energy that you can actually connect with and come up with the idea? It's so much fun. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
it's brilliant.
so much
And bounce ideas off. We're really lucky actually having each other.
Yeah.
I know, you know, a lot of creatives, you're working on your own, so it's hard to bounce ideas around and come up with things. So
It is, and I always use a mirror, so I talk to myself. I have a partner as well. You know, you have to kind of make it work, don't you, your own way.
yeah.
So you guys met via the kids, and the connection was there. Why candles?
I thought of candles. I was coming off of a year of yoga teacher training, and I had been doing a lot of meditation and just stillness and quiet. And usually what precedes a year of yoga teacher training is a lot of craziness and drama. So I was feeling the change of my nervous system and really finding a place of like how valuable stillness is. But it's not something we give ourselves permission to indulge in often. And so I had the idea of the candles and just wanting to really nurture more of those moments for myself and share them. And that's just where we started, but we didn't know exactly what it would look like. Would it be, you know, a scented candle or a jar? Or, so then we kind of wound our way to pure beeswax, which is absolutely fitting, you know, in the end.
And also, I mean, the time we kicked off was in COVID time. Everyone was at home, and we just really honed in on, look, we want to do something brilliant for everyone to enjoy, and everyone is at home, and what can we create to bring that calm, nice, warm energy, light into people's lives. And it literally was sitting in the garden, and there's beehives over the wall, and talking about the bees, and oh, hang on a second, what's this other byproduct? Wax.
There you go. And it's always, sometimes it's always in front of us, isn't it?
Isn't
like just around us. We just have to pay attention.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous. And even the school gate, like, or, you know, pay attention to the people that you're meeting and that shared energy, because there's always opportunity there for beautiful friendships, which can evolve into bringing amazing products to the world, you know. I think it's just having that radar.
It's important to listen. I think that's a really important skill to even work on, because at those moments, at the school gate or whatever, if you're not fully there listening to what somebody's saying to you, or, you know, all this could have just bypassed us, you know. So it's really important just actually stop talking and listen.
That's right. I'm always saying that to my children, you know, Mother Nature gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth.
But they love that. Thanks, Mom.
Every mother says that, don't they? Oh, that's cool. And tell us about, well, firstly, I'm just drooling on, as I said, you've a fantastic aesthetic. Like, I love the photography. Who's the photographer? Do you share that, or?
We don't share him.
Okay.
Because he's Summer's husband.
Okay, that's handy. Phew, I'm glad you don't share him.
Oh dear. Yeah, so it's Jason, Summer's husband, luckily, and he does it as a hobby, you know.
Okay.
It's not his profession, but we're so lucky that he's so amazing at it, and he gets us, and maybe because he's Summer's husband, we direct him a little bit more. We're like, get that shot, get that shot.
Hurry up.
Yeah, but we do guiding ourselves, and that's important to us as well, because it gets across what we want people to know about Woodtown and to share it with people as well.
And it's funny, I was like, Woodtown, where's Woodtown? And I'm like, oh my God, it's really close to where I live. I never heard of it before.
You see it on, I think it's on 2 signposts on the road, but not many people use it as a place name anymore. So it's literally kind of between Rockbrook and maybe Hellfire Club, Mount
Okay.
Venus Road, where the DSPCA is. So
Oh
that,
yeah, it's
yeah.
so beautiful. You see, it's just
Yeah.
around the corner from me. I'm in Stepaside. It's so gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's interesting that you mentioned that it was a place where there was a lot of cottage industry, which is really interesting from a brand perspective. Is that why you chose the name?
The name, I don't know, it just made sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's where we're based and living, and
Yeah.
I like the wood part coming into it.
Yes.
There are some very imposing trees around here, and it just felt like there's no other option. It was, it just felt like, yeah, this place owns it, and we're just gonna make a little offering. Here's our candle.
Lovely. I love that. Giving it back to your place. It's so nice to do that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So tell us about, I really wanted to highlight the fundraising part of what you guys were doing. And I correct me if I'm wrong, but are they all sold out? Was it are they sold out, all your boxes?
Yeah, it was just for the month of October.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did it go?
So Breast Cancer Awareness Month of October. So we said we'd do it for that, and made boxes available, and whatever we could or did sell in the month, that would be it. Yeah.
Okay.
And make it special as well to wrap it up then on the 31st also.
Yeah. And I think just from a strategic perspective, I talk a lot about this when we're trying to actually sell something or promote something. It's really impactful to have a start, a beginning, and an end. Yeah. I think our brains are wired that way. And I'm always saying, the launch, like the pre-launch, the teaser, the launch, the run of it, and then you close it, and then you start something else, or you go back to your normal. But they're great opportunities to grab attention, and we definitely got a lot of attention around that promotion. It flagged me to ye, which I didn't know that you were there. So did you see the impact to your business from that as a side thing? Did you notice any impact at all?
Yeah, we were talking about this morning. So we got more followers on Instagram, but that's great. But we were talking about it, saying it's actually who your followers are. It's not the number. And I think I got that, maybe it was on your last live last Friday, that it's not the number of followers, it's the quality of the followers. Are they customers that are your followers? And we did get more followers, but it's been lovely because people have messaged us and come back and said, oh, and I received this, somebody sent it to me, it's gorgeous, and I went onto your website and you're on my radar now for Christmas, and which is brilliant. I mean, we set out to raise funds for a charity, and to receive, extra sale business from that is really great as well. But the priority for us was to raise the funds.
Of course. And that's
obviously we're not going to say no to marketing and more customers and that as well. That comes hand in hand, really.
Yeah, of course. And I think the intention is quite different, isn't it? The intention is to build awareness from great content that you guys are creating, and bringing people's attention to collaborative work as well, because there was other creatives as part of the box. Tell us about how, because I know a lot of the audience watching the replay that will see this have ideas for fundraisers, and they want to give back, because creative people are brilliant and are just coming from a place of heart with what they do, and so
guys work for nothing, don't we?
Completely. I'll do it for free. No, you won't.
I'll do that. I'll give.
I know.
It's hard to kind of stop and go, actually, no, it's a business.
That's right, as well. And there has to be a boundary there, doesn't there, with that kind of heart-filled work. But there's a lot of people going, oh, I'd love to do something like that. I'd love to give back to my chosen charity that means something to me in what's happening in my life, or maybe a friend. And there's a lot of in Bite the Biscuit, there's a lot of those call outs that are people respond so well to them because we want to help. So if people, just like what you guys have done, like from that on the swing, talking about let's do a fundraiser, like could you maybe kind of just give some guidance to people that are watching that might want to do it, like how to start, and what steps you guys took to actually make that a reality?
Yeah, I think for us, we definitely knew right away, like even on the inception of the business, and we looked at different options. Would we support, trees or bees, or you can do anything, can't you? And so it was a bit of a process of just knowing you want to do it, but letting that thing come that really feels like this aligns on multiple levels. And Rachel had done some fundraising for Laura Lynn already and raised her own money. And that was kind of new to me. And I just saw it and I was like, wow, actually, you don't need special permission to do anything. Just decide what you want to do. And so once I gave, kind of realized that permission was there to give myself, then we started talking about organizations and what might make sense. And the unique thing about the product we make is that it's all natural, and it doesn't have any chemical byproduct. It's not fragranced, which makes it such a home run for people who are sensitive to the environment because they're going through treatments, or they're just allergies. And, it doesn't have to be that extreme, but it can. And so the idea of a candle being light, well, someone that's going through something like that, our product is unique for them. And so it was a case of these two things align now. Have a business objective of connecting with people who would love our product, and we have all the heart that we need to put into anything. And once those two things were really obvious, it was like a fire. It was like, okay, let's do this, all pink.
And I think that's a lovely starting point, isn't it? Like, what makes sense on both sides of this. That because you need energy to execute something like that, and it's a lot of work. And if you don't have that link to it that makes sense to everything, you lose momentum quite quickly, right? I love that starting point.
Sorry, no, I was going to say then putting the gift set together, then it was, okay, we have ours. We've worked with Naomi Good Ceramics. She's done some candle holders for us as well. And then Paula McGurdy with her Wonder affirmation cards. And it all just naturally felt right to put those three items together. And of course, as soon as we said it to Naomi and Paula, they were completely on board. Yes, love it. Yes, brilliant. Love that charity, and it means X, Y, and Z to me, and that kind of thing as well. So we all had a bit of a connection to it and where it was going to go and land as well. And the other thing about collaboration is, it broadens your reach. So we had all three followers on Instagram, on Facebook, and people that know us as well. So it was bringing three lots together, which was brilliant, and just expanded, and connections, and I suppose contacts that we know through people for press and coverage and marketing of the item as well, which was really good.
That's great. And you're so right, like just collaborative work is so powerful, because it's very not only time consuming, but it can get very frustrating when you're solo trying to push something and trying to get it out on your own. But if you work with other aligned businesses that make sense to the person that needs the thing, it all kind of mushrooms, for want of a better word, into something really impactful. And you're reaching, again, you've so many new accounts that would have never seen your stuff before.
Exactly.
It's a smart move.
And also to start small. You know, we didn't go into it going, we're going to do 200, we're going to do 500 gift sets. You know, we're all small startup kind of businesses getting going, and it does, as you say, it takes a lot of time and a lot of work to do it as well. So just do what you can manage. I mean, the charities are going to take whatever you can fundraise for them, you know, 50 quid or 5,000 euros, you know, they're delighted whatever you raise.
And did they help at all with the promotion, or was it very much you guys running the whole? I suppose they're so big, like they're probably millions of people fundraising for them. Like, was there any kind of help there with the charity, or?
There wasn't this time around. And I think, following Breast Cancer for Ireland and seeing how much they're involved in and what they have, like that, it might as well be tax day for them. It's just, you know, that's their month and they're capitalizing on it. So there wasn't, they have a system on their website that you can notify them of the project, and you just, you know, you outline what you're going to do and all the outgoings and things like that. And so it's very straightforward, which is great. But yeah, there wasn't a big push from them. We just kind of, you do it on your own merit, and it's like, we just want to join the, you know, all the energy around it. There was the pink run. There's lots of ways to give that.
It was so great. And I guess that too, you know, coming up in searches that are quite topical, the press love, you know, so it's good to get involved with things that are happening around you at that time too, from a kind of business perspective as well, isn't it? Like, you know.
And also to get good, we had a great fun doing our photo shoot for it. It was highlight for us. We had such a laugh, the four of us. And getting good photos. And we did a press release as well and sent it out. And actually, some of the press used our images, not just for promoting us, but actually promoting Pink October, which was real pat on the back kind of, you did a good job, those images are great. But to have a good few images that you can use on your Instagram, I think that was really good, really captivates your audience. Definitely.
Not just product, but you guys with product.
Because it gets the feeling across as well, and how much energy is behind it and that. Absolutely.
That's great. Like, I know lots of people have reached out to me, pre this call, going, "Oh, brilliant! I've always wanted to do something like that. I just don't know where to start." Like, maybe making a swing on your local tree and just swinging and let it come.
Just roll backwards on your ass.
An ass charity fundraiser.
For the donkeys.
There you go. Donkey Century. There you go. You see, that's the way it happens.
I think, like, just thinking of people that are in that headspace too and wanting to find that. One of the big motivators for us was like, what do we want to do? Like, even with the business next year, and we were new, and it was exciting to us to think about, well, we want to connect with our market, we want to find our tribe, and we want to work on communicating what we're doing. And the way you do that in business is marketing. Like, it is being able to show it and to share it. And so it uniquely aligned also with what we personally wanted to accomplish. And then we had that, like you said, the energy to just fuel why we would keep with it, you know, because it was a long, it's kind of, January, February that it came up, and then March you do a little bit. And so we just did a little bit every couple months, and it took all of that time, and probably could have taken some more, but.
Wow, I was just going to ask that.
It's great having a bit of time in the run up, because we knew then, okay, we'll be ready by the middle of September kind of thing to get going, ready for starting to sell them on the 1st of October. So it did give us that few months kind of deadline, and that it wasn't a huge kind of rush pressure. Let's pull this together in a month kind of thing.
Oh, so stressful. So you started in January? The process?
Probably the end of January, beginning of February, Yeah.
That's good. I love that because it's yeah, like I think planning is key for everything. Like, but you know, especially when you've a launch and a start, beginning, and end.
Yes.
There's a real planning that has to happen for it to work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be sane doing it, like.
Yeah.
And then thinking about press and getting in touch with journalists and things like that. We kind of discovered along the way, like we can be very much planned and ready for it, but generally newspapers, things like, and magazines, they work kind of 2 to 3 weeks in advance.
Yeah.
So there's no point in sending them a press release 2 months before it's going to happen, because it'll come in onto their desk and it'll just fall off.
It'll be lost, yeah.
Something else will come along. And so just timing from that aspect is really still learning, you know, how that all works, to be honest.
Yeah, the press thing is very interesting. It is. And so impactful, and just getting eyeballs on what you do, like it's just such an important part of marketing, isn't it? Jeannie Mac, well, I hope to stumble across you guys at some point on my furry walks around. Have you got a studio? Like, is it are you guys at home, or have you an open studio? Can people visit, or what's the story with that?
No, it's not open. We don't even let the kids in.
Okay, no kids allowed. Get out. Gin in the corner.
That's all we do. We just swing and drink gin. We have
like
primarily we work from my home, but we have kind of a shed that we have converted into our own studio. We have a half of the shed with all our wick and beeswax, and so we get the beeswax directly from the beekeepers. Then we have to clean it. There's a lot of debris involved, and dirt and wings and bodies, bee bodies.
Wow.
So yeah, we do a lot of cleaning, a lot of rendering, filtering of it, which takes a lot of time. So that's kind of the dirty, messy work, and then the nice therapeutic. It's quite meditative, actually, making candles.
Yeah.
And we get into our zone, and yeah.
And I saw on your website as well, and I was so happy to see this, that your night lights come in a little glass holder and a lovely box. They're touching all the pain points of buying night lights. See there, I love.
Yeah,
that.
we do refills then for them.
Amazing.
So you don't have to buy the glass again; just buy the refills.
I love that. That's so gorgeous. As a gift, like, it's so simple and so ready-made. You don't have to go off and buy things. I love that. One-stop shop for products, gang. I love that. Amazing.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's all good stuff burning. No paraffin. Ads coming out that you're breathing in or anything.
Yeah. Fair play to you. I love what you do, and thank you so much for coming on and sharing your story and where you are, and just how, you know, running a business from the heart can open up so many different opportunities for fundraisers, for growth, for press. Like, it really, as long as you're okay with pushing it out there, I think that's a big stumbling block for many, is just doing it. Don't just talk about it. Get up off the ass that you fell on, off the swing, and
Because we all do, don't we?
Absolutely. I am bruised.
Yeah.
Bruised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That's good. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Rachel and Summer, for coming on, and I wish you all the best with your gorgeous business, and I hope to talk to you again at some other point in time. Thank you so much, and have a lovely weekend.
Lovely talking to you.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you.
Thanks so much.
Thanks,
Tara.
Bye. Thanks, Emil. Bye, gang. See you next week on the Friday Takeaway. Bye.